Hey guys, it's Abby. I'm just taking a minute to check in. I am at a park and it's a beautiful day. A little bit hot, but in the shade, it's just perfect. Some rumbly trucks. And I'm parked out on a picnic blanket under an oak tree. It's a small oak tree, but it has a great canopy of leaves. And the sun's just kind of dappling through little bits here and there. And you can look up at the leaf canopy. And it's so peaceful. Looking at all the different leaves and all their layers overlapping. Little bits of sun, different bits of sun here and there in different shapes. And the wind blowing through them. Rustling them just a little bit. And all their edges, their pointy, sharp edges, outlined against the blue sky. The sky's soft blue. To me, to my eyes, it appears a soft blue. Almost periwinkle, with a little bit of smoky gray. And there's some bugs dancing about, making little zip-zip noises. And I can see little bugs crawling on the tree branches. And my head's like upside down because I'm laying back on this picnic blanket, so that's probably why my voice sounds a little bit different. But I can see the little ants crawling up the bark on the tree. I'm about 10 feet away, maybe 8. And I can see the surface of the bark of the tree. And it's all rough and has little blocky shapes, scaly, like a creature on the main trunk. And then it goes to the offshoot branches, and the bark gets finer and a little bit striated and gentler as it goes out further and further. It's newer and newer. And on this oak tree, I can see some acorns. And they are still attached to the branches because they're not ready to fall off yet because it's not quite fall. But I'm looking forward to that. When the leaves start to turn, this tree will look beautiful. I love an oak tree when it's turning. It's usually a pretty color. But I can look all the way up through the branches, and I can see little bunches of acorns, like little gifts, like it's a Christmas tree. And when I was a kid, I would imagine that I was very, very small, like a borrower-sized person, and I was climbing on all the tree branches, climbing up them and running along them like they were little roads, and balancing, and hopping, and hanging off of them like the monkey bars. And I'd picture what that would look like and what my adventure would be. It's really nice out here. It's so peaceful. And it's interesting because if I look to the left, I can see other trees that are much further away, and their leaves are tiny little glistening specks catching the light and the sun, and they're just rustling, but they look like they're just gently moving little balls of fluff because they're so far away. And then there's another tree that's not quite so far away, and its leaves look lit up. Little petals of white and green. They look shiny, shimmery. And I'm low enough that if I look to my far left, I turn my head, I can see the grass. And on each of the grass, there's little blades. I mean, you can see each little blade of grass. You can see little bugs on them, like tiny ones. It's peaceful. I should do this more often. This is a really peaceful spot. I love a picnic blanket. I love a picnic. But I especially love a really casual picnic where you just, you throw the blanket down, you have maybe something to drink, a little something to eat, and you're either sitting by yourself and just kind of working on something or thinking, or you have a friend or a few friends and you sit around talking, and it's like in this little world you've made, you're allowed to say anything. It's like when you were kids. And it's freeing and it's relaxing. And I'm kind of like taking my hair. I have shorter hair because the reality is I'm actually kind of allergic to my hair. The ends will make my skin kind of get irritated. And so I'm like taking my hair in my fingers and I'm running like a little strand through it. And so I'm like tugging on my scalp just a little with it and sliding my fingers over this hair and getting to the end and dropping it. And it feels really soothing because my hair is not very curly, so it doesn't get tangled too easily, especially since it's shorter. Also, I'm terrible at hair. I don't know anything about it. I cut my own hair because I'm kind of picky about how it lays on my head, but also how it touches my neck, because that can make me get irritated. So I'm just sliding this hair through my fingers and giving a tug at my scalp. I wonder if this is like a form of therapy. Having like hair tugged at your scalp. Not like painful. It's not painful at all. It's just like a little bit of pressure. It's so nice. And then listening to all the sounds of all the birds and the bugs and the air and like the weird car noises. Because, it's still residential area. And like people are mowing their lawns. I can hear that. And the bugs are getting louder and louder. It's a very soothing idea to just stop and listen to the sounds around you and to pay attention to those and not the ones within. There's some people voices, so I'll have to make sure I don't pick up too much of theirs. But I mean, that's a noise out in nature. We exist out there too. Oh, I see another bunch of acorns. I'm like trying to spot all the acorns. A lot of them are on the newer parts of the branches. I wonder if that's where they always grow. The newer growth. I don't know a lot about trees. Some of the branches are really straight and like reaching outward, and then there's a few that are just like curling, like curly cues almost. I feel like they were the ones that didn't know quite what to do. Like, wait, is this the sun? Oh no, this isn't, and let me change direction. And so they ended up all swirly. There's not a lot of those. There's only like a couple. I don't think those branches had their game together. Well, I won't keep you too long. I just wanted to share this little moment with you and remind myself why I come out here and do things like this, because it's... Oh, the wind's blowing. Can you hear? I'll have to soften that, I'm sure. We'll see if I can do that. I need to get a field recorder so I can record these sounds better. Yeah. Anyway, I hope your day is going okay. I hope you get a moment like this where you can just stop and listen and have a chance to breathe, relax some of your muscles, tug a little bit at your scalp with your hair, just gently. Don't hurt yourself. Just feel that pressure. Reminder. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Alright, bye-bye.